Hey comic book junkies, it's the Frog Queen here, and I'm coming at you with another comic book review. Today I'm doing an advanced review of an Image Comics series called Redlands, which is coming out in August. It was created by Vanessa and Jordie Bellaire, with art by Vanessa. So, if you don't know who these people are, allow me to explain. Vanessa has worked with people like Colin Bunn, who you probably know from writing Deadpool for such a long time now. I really started getting into her work when I read their collaboration on a miniseries called Empty Man, but many people would most likely recall her work on Constantine or Zero or The Scarlet Witch. And I've been following her work daily on Instagram for some time. And I've been waiting for this series to launch because I think right now she's pretty much doing the best work of her life, the best work she's ever done. And I really like her unique take on things. She used mixed media, she used paints, she used ink, markers. She uses a lot of different kinds of things in her artwork. You should definitely check out her Instagram because she has some cool videos of herself actually creating. So that's really interesting. She has a much more interesting process than some people that I've seen, people like me, for instance. So Jordie Bellaire isn't someone that I've been real familiar with. He's done work on Pretty Deadly, Vision, and Batman over the years. So although I've read a little bit of all those titles, I'm not really familiar with his particular contributions, of course. This new series was really my first real introduction to him, and I'm pretty happy with what I saw. So let me just dive right in. Redlands is a new horror series on Image Comics, and they just kind of throw you into the action right from the get-go. At first you have no idea what's really going on except to assume that the town is under siege. You're viewing the events as they are unfolding in a police station, which appears to be on its last legs. It's fairly easy to assume that this is a sort of backwoods kind of hick town. And let's remember, this is a horror story, so yeah, obviously backwoods hicks are kind of key in creating that atmosphere of paranoia and hysteria and superstition. It's not apparent to me from the first issue what the town is dealing with. From our fly-on-the-wall view of the police station, we gather that the attackers are female and that apparently some children have been lost to them. It's also apparently immediate that we're dealing with a supernatural force. But what kind of force? Is it witches, vampires, ghosts, ghouls, werewolves, banshees? We really just don't know. And I think this is one of the main writing choices that make this such a successful first issue. However, if you check out the synopsis on previews or Image Comics, they will say that the responsible party is a coven of witches. But this does seem to be a more interesting, non-traditional type of witches' coven. And as I said, we're dropping right in the midst of all the action, so you can expect some blood, death, and good old-fashioned horror gore. This is absolutely not a child-friendly series. Redlands debuts August 9th, according to the Image Comics website, according to Previews Magazine, but with SDCC on the rise, looming just over the horizon, I don't know if this is actually dropping a bit earlier. It might actually be. I'm not 100% sure. I'll find out. I tried to search everywhere, could not find the information. But you're definitely going to want to put this on your sub list if you're into horror. So that's it from me for this review. Please follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Links in the description below. And until next time, read something good.